Theme 2: Kingdom Classification. In this video, we will study the following topics: Plant Kingdom Classification, Classification of Animals, and Scientific Name. Under Plant Kingdom, first classification is on the basis of presence of flower. They are grouped into two: non-flowering plants and flowering plants. The examples of non-flowering plants are fern, moss, spirogyra, etc. Flowering plants are further divided into herbs, shrubs, and trees. Herbs are small, soft plants which do not have permanent woody stem. Examples are wheat, mustard, pea, etc. Shrubs, on the other hand, are short, woody plants and they have got several branches arising from or near the land. Examples are rose, cotton, etc. Trees, as we all know, they are tall, woody plants and they have got distinct main stem or trunk and they live for a longer period of time. Examples are mango, banyan tree, etc. Classification on the basis of duration of life. Plants may be of following types: annuals, biennials, and perennials. Under annuals, plants live for 1 year or for one season. They complete their life cycle in the same season. Example, mustard, paddy, and wheat. Under biennial, they live for 2 years or 2 seasons. Example, turnip, carrot, etc. Under perennial, these plants live for more than 2 years and take several years for the production of fruits and seeds. Example, banana, mango, neem, etc. On the basis of mode of nutrition, plants are of following types: autotrophs and heterotrophs. Those plants which can prepare their own food with the help of chlorophyll and sunlight are called as autotrophs. Those plants which do not have chlorophyll and depend on other dead or living organisms for the food are called as heterotrophs. They are of two types: parasites and saprophytes. On the basis of mode of living conditions, plants are of following types: hydrophytes, those plants which live in water. Example, lotus, hydrilla, etc. Xerophytes, those plants which live in dry and desert climate. Example, cactus. Mesophytes, those plants which need moderate amount of moisture for their growth. Example, mango. Animal kingdom is divided into two: invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates animals are those animals that are without the vertebral column or backbone, whereas vertebrates animals, they have got vertebral column or backbone. Now we will study characteristic features of different groups of invertebrates. First group, Porifera. Important features are: body is multicellular and has many pores. Animals are found in water attached to stones. Example, Spongula. Next group is Coelenterate. Animals have internal body cavity. Mouth is generally surrounded by thread-like structures called tentacles. Example, Hydra, jellyfish. Next group is Platyhelminthes. Animals under this group have got soft and flattened body with one opening. Animals are parasitic in nature and they are free living. Hooks and suckers are present on their body. Example, blood fluke and tapeworm. Next group is Nemathelminthes. Animals have got long cylindrical body with pointed apex. They are generally parasitic. Their body is unsegmented and animals are usually unisexual. Example, roundworm, hookworm. Next group is Annelida. Animals are cylindrical and segmented. They possess special organs for excretion. They are mainly hermaphrodites. It means they possess both male and female reproductive organs. Example, earthworm. Next group, Mollusca. Animals have got soft bodies and it is unsegmented. Their body is covered with hard cover called shell. Example, octopus and snail. Arthropoda. This is the largest group of animal kingdom. Animals are unisexual. Body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Example, scorpion and crab. Next group is Echinodermata. They are marine animals, usually star-shaped, and the body is unsegmented. Example, starfish. Now we will study characteristic features of different groups of vertebrates. First group is Pisces. Under this, important features are: they are cold-blooded animals, heart is two-chambered, they breathe through gills, body is boat-shaped, streamlined and covered with scales. Example, shark, rays, seahorse, etc. Next group is amphibians. They live in water and on land. They are cold-blooded animals. They breathe through lungs and skin. Heart is three-chambered. Example, frog. Reptiles. They breathe through lungs. Heart is three-chambered. They are cold-blooded animals and they live on land and also in water. Example, snakes, lizard, turtle, etc. Next group is aves. They live on land and also in water. Body is boat-shaped and covered with feathers. They have wings. They are warm-blooded animals and their heart is four-chambered. Example, pigeon, sparrow, parrot, etc. Now students, you might have seen two terms, cold-blooded animals and warm-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals are those animals whose body temperature fluctuates with the environment, and warm-blooded animals are those animals whose body temperature does not fluctuate with the environment. Next group is mammals. The features are: body is covered by hair, they are warm-blooded animals, females give birth to young ones, heart is four-chambered, sweat glands are present in the skin. Example, cow, bat, whale, human beings, etc. A number of languages are spoken all over the world. The names of same animal or plant may vary from one place to other. When the names of plants and animals are given according to the convenience of local people, they are called common names. These common names create confusion for understanding and studying globally. To avoid this, it was felt necessary to create a system that could be followed all over the world uniformly. So, a Swedish scientist named Carolus Linnaeus in the mid-1700s established clear rules for a two-name system called the binomial system of nomenclature. In this system, similar organisms are grouped into a genus, and each organism is given a two-word Latin name. The first word is the genus name and the second word is species. Units of classification. Species. Species is a group of organisms which resembles with each other in all areas and breed among themselves. It is the smallest unit of the classification. Genus. It is a group of species which are closely related to each other in their structural and functional characters. Family. Many genera which have common characters are placed in one family. Order. The families having some common characters are grouped in one order. Class. A number of orders having similar characters are placed in one class. Phylum. Several classes having common characters are included in one phylum. Kingdom. This is the highest category of classification. All the animals are included in the animal kingdom and all the plants are placed in the plant kingdom. Thank you.